It's too close, actually, when you see this on Vine. My first guest plays Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs. See? On television's #1 show. In fact, it's been one of the most watched shows in the world. NCIS premieres season 11 on September 24th. Here are some exclusive scenes from that new season just for y'all. Please welcome Mark Harmon. Let's talk about smacking people. Where did that start?
You know, if you know Michael Weatherly at all, I don't know if you do.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's helpful to get him back on track occasionally. And as I remember it was in the first year, and he kind of took off on some riff in the middle of a scene, and it was with a gal. And it just made sense to me at the moment to hit him in the back of the head.
Wait. So as an ad lib, in character for the first time,
middle of the scene, right.
You slapped him in the back of the head.
Yeah, and I always give Michael credit for it, because had he stopped the take, no one would have seen it. They wouldn't have printed it. But he kept going, and they saw it, and they liked it. And then I was hitting them all the time. And now, you know, like Sundays picking out oranges, he gets hit, and that's not too cool. But that's what I remember. He'd probably tell you a different story.
We're going to have him here soon.
Okay.
So we'll find out.
Okay.
You know what? They applauded when I just said the name. This show is a freak. It's been on a long time. Instead of kind of eroding, it seems to get bigger. Can you explain it?
You know, Arsenio, we've had a lot of changes. I don't know that 11 years ago when this show debuted in New York, I don't know that anybody, certainly at the network or anywhere else, was saying this is the show to watch. You know, this show has had a lot of changes. We've managed to get better with the changes, both in front of the camera and behind the camera. We have another change this year with Cody leaving, and it's up to this group, highly professional group, to use that as a springboard to get better and to improve and to try to stay #1. You know?
You and I have done this before.
Yes.
You're always a fun, good guest. I'm not going to call you a prankster, but you do keep a brother on his feet when you're around. Wait, do we have an old Mark Harmon clip? Arsenio Hall show 89.
It's a bad thing to do after playing for UCLA, to become the sexiest man alive. That must have a lot of pressure.
Oh, man.
Arsenio, this is what you have to wear in the pageant in Florida when they crown this.
You wore these?
You probably have to stretch out parts of this to fit into it.
Always flattering, though.
I'm glad you're back.
Well, thank you,
I'm
sir.
glad you're back.
I'm glad you're one of... Thank you. Thank you. I shouldn't have been surprised because you're a great guy, but you know you're one of the first people to say yes. We didn't have to beg. You just said, yes, I'm there. I appreciate that. I have to say, I appreciate that. Yes. You have a lot of wonderful actors on the show. No need for talent. But has your wife ever wanted to come on the show, or did I miss her episode? Has she ever been there? You all know who he's married to. And by the way, for a long time.
Long time.
Yes. I like to call her Mindy because I'm old, but Pam Darber.
Yeah, well, no. I don't know if she's been asked or not. You have to ask her. But there's a difference between working and not working based on whether you're asked or not asked, or people want you or don't want you. And she's asked. She's wanted, and if her choice is to not work, then that's her choice.
I'm talking about your show.
Yeah.
You, like, at night say, honey, there's a wonderful cop.
No, don't do that.
Really?
No. No.
Oh, okay. I get it. He just gave me that man look. Like,
no, it's not that. It's just...
That's why men golf, Arsenio.
No, I'm not like rolling over and saying, honey, you got a wonderful part on the show. I'm not. No, I don't do that.
You excited football season is back?
I am, yeah. College football season, you bet.
Now, you all know, your fans, you all know this man was a world-class quarterback at UCLA when he was a young man. You know that, right? Yes. Unbelievable. And what's really cool, second-generation star.
Well, yeah, my dad won the Heisman Trophy at Michigan in 1940. But Dave Brandon in Michigan did a really cool thing last weekend when they played Notre Dame. They brought my dad's retired jersey out of retirement, put it back on the field on a wonderful student athlete named Devin Gardner. And
well, that's a number in the 90s. That's a high number.
My dad wore 98, which is one thing. The second thing is to say, you know, my dad was an offensive back. To get this number on an offensive back would be wonderful. But the last time 98 was worn at Michigan was against Ohio State in 1940. My dad scored 5 touchdowns last Saturday night against Michigan. Devin Gardner scored 5 touchdowns. So,
that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Very cool.
And I'm proud of that, and I'm proud of them also enshrining his films and his archives at the Bentley Library there. It's a big deal, and it's due. And he was always proud of Michigan. It's a wonderful thing.
You know what? You had the opportunity to play pro, and it wasn't. Yes, you had the opportunity. There were a few teams that wanted you.
Yeah, there's a big difference between being wanted and playing, though. I mean,
I have been told by birds, you know, involved with pro football, that it was your choice. You really weren't feeling it. I always wanted to ask you.
No, I had a chance to go to camp, you know, and I think in retrospect you looked at that and you go, well, you made a smart choice. You're working now still, and a lot of those guys who I played with aren't, obviously. But at the time, that was not such a clear decision. You know, I always thought that I always wanted to play college sports, and I didn't know it was going to be football. I had more success in baseball than I did football in high school and stuff, and yet I never got a chance to play baseball because football season's first and the muscles change, and the coach says, hey, you don't want to play baseball this year because the guy behind you is getting pretty good and he might want to play football and all that. So I just think that, you know what, for me, I kind of maxed out the college experience. I'm so pleased to have had that opportunity to participate, not only to go to UCLA, but also the education received means so much more to me in the long run than anything else.
Yeah, that's great. You get to run things and call signals at CBS. So I love that. Please come back anytime and talk with us. Check him out every week. That's Mark Harmon. We'll be back.